Welcome along to those of you on YouTube. It is now the off season. For those of you on Twitch that have been listening to this during our extended break to go eat dinner, this is actually a mix from a good friend up in Seattle. Keanu_V is his YouTube, and this mix is there. It's actually 3 years old already. It was for the Legacy Discover project. He went under the DJ name Yeah Dude Same. So check him out. Real great dude. This mix is really, really good. So now we are into the off season, and we have our squad planning for the next season. Best 11. They say Vassallo. I don't think that's true. I think this is. I think I go here, and they all seem to agree. Ebenezer Aqua here. No, that's not the way. If we go to Brought is the number one in defensive center. Park should be left. Then it's Harrison. I think that's fine. Jack here, then me. Then I would put Tyler Harrison. I would actually move him up to third. Same here. I think Harrison becomes third. I think Jack and I. And then defensive right, I think Frack goes up to the top here. And then on the right should probably be Kerry. Actually, it should probably be Tyler Harrison. And then it's Kerry Evans. For defensive midfield, Cookies and me. For midfield, it actually should be Twinkle. I don't know why I can't add Twinkle here. Because the Konikun should go here. Don't know why. I honestly don't know why he's not available here. A Konikun should be here. Then Spaps, that's fine. Then Snicky. On the left, it should be Sheamus. Then Spaps, then Sims, that's fine. Spaps on the right. Thompson should be the number 2 choice. And then Snicky. And we'll say Sheamus and Konikun. I think that's fine. We'll move Makundi up here. Although Alex Hearn, the 24-year-old, wouldn't be a bad idea. But experience matrix, developing and emerging. Frack emerging, development. So I think that's fine. Let's move on. Union Drew Charlotte 1-1. It's 8 a.m. Sunday in the game, so honestly, we'll probably get to we'll probably get something that says, "Oh, hey, it's the off season now." Next. What was that? Okay. It's the end of the mix. It's a great mix. Absolutely fantastic. Let's close that. Go back to the individual songs. This is the actual end of the season. This is the actual final day of the season. So There we go. There it is. There's the final results. Zirconians finished third. Earlham beat Signal 7-1. So look at this. Signal Athletic reserves 0-0 and 20. They finished with only 18 goals scored in the 20 games played, and they finished conceding 82. They conceded over 4 goals a game, and minus 64 is the goal difference. Not a single point. Literally the worst team at the bottom of the pyramid. Let's go to squad. I want to go to real quick contracts because maybe not that. Maybe let's go back to copy of selection info. I wanted to see, and we're going to start with Aqua here, and I want to see the contracts here. Provisionally agreed. I don't have one. I'm on a youth. So I'm going to do a save, and I think I'm going to offer myself a contract and any of the other players that don't have a contract that are on youth contracts, and then go from there. Discuss new contract, enter contract, or discuss new contract with agent. Okay. The financial muscle to even get close to the demands. Okay, fuck me, I guess. Wait, he would require CLG squad to be significantly improved before he would consider extending his stint in the club. Provisionally agreed. Frack is already on a full-time contract. How old is Frack? Frack is 15. Okay. Jack does not have one. Enter into the contract negotiations. Star player. Okay, I don't care about that. Let's do 1-year contract extension after 5 games, right? And I get an optional contract extension. That's good. Was that McCundy or was that Jack? I thought it was Jack. No, it was Jack. McCundy, Parks has a contract. Sheamus has a contract. Sneaky has a contract. I think that's everybody. Twinkle has a contract. Yeah, so it's just me and Brat right now that don't have contracts, that are struggling, that we're struggling to get signed. So, but again, if they would move, we would force them back. So not a big deal. All right. Let's see here. I guess we just got to continue forward with the processing. Your team scored the most set piece goals in the league in a season. Your team conceded the least amount of goals in a season. I got 5. I just got 5 achievements apparently coming through. So that's good. I'll take it. Nice. End of season awards. Here's the season review. It was a memorable season. They defied all expectations, wrote a new chapter in the club's history. Scored the most goals from set pieces. On the other hand, also conceded the least amount of goals from set pieces. End of season awards. Here you go. The fans' player of the season with 63% of the vote was Akone-kun. Cookies got 15% of the vote. Frack got 13% of the vote. Young player of the season, Akone-kun. I recall we said we were winning before the first game. We were, but media predicted us as second. Signing of the season was Frack. Goal of the season, Sheamus versus Didsbury Reserves, all the way back on the 3rd of September. This was voted the goal of the season. Oh, this was the one where Sheamus took it alone. This was like our second game of the season. Remember this one? That was voted the goal of the season. I'm cracked. You are cracked. Akone-kun was the top goal scorer with 17 goals. Also finished was the highest rating. Sheamus and Frack joint most assists at 11. Cookies finished with the best pass completion, 92%. Akone-kun won the most player of the match awards at 6. I won the most bookings at 6. And we didn't have a single player sent off all season. So, yeah, that is basically it. View season review. End of season review. The new arrivals. Sean Warder from Aldershot Town, who was actually up there in the Vanarama National. Like, we signed a player, by the way, from Aldershot Town. So the board are delighted with the deal to sign Sean Warner. So he had one starting appearance, 3 substitute appearances, and then we signed Frack A plus. 17 appearances, 3 goals, 11 assists for Frack. Hey, Benny, work in the library with all those bookings. hey, now. It's only 6. I played like 17 games, mate. Come on. Season to remember. Superb season for the faithful who exceeded expectations throughout the campaign and claimed a deserved title. The board are pleased that the team won the league. B- I got from that. The board expected to gain promotion at level 19. So average home attendance, 15 fans. So here's the season in review. So we won 8 straight, lost 1, drew 2, and then won, 9 in a row to finish top. And then what else? Moments to remember, the biggest win, a match to remember, and the goal of the season. Same here. And then the finances, sponsorship. We match day commercial and retail. We here's all the money that we're paying to players. By the way, we gained 773 pounds in that season for all the match day tickets. Sponsorship, we got 4.68K. So how you lined up? The formation we used the whole time: 4-1-1-3-1, DM wide, asymmetric midfield. Here's the average rating of all the players. Parks played 18 games with 1 as a substitute. So Parks, Cookies, and Spaps played the most. I had 18 games, 4 goals. Spaps had 10 goals. He was the second highest goal scorer. And Snicky and Cookies joint third highest goal scorer as well. So the accolades. So fans player of the season again, young player of the season, signing of the season, goal of the season, top goal scorer, most assists, most player of the match, highest average rating. Now that we promoted, this song is relevant. All right, hang on. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. What is this song? What is this song? Relink. That's fine. What is this song? Oh, we're not anywhere close to the top, bro. Come on. But literally, how was the music video of kids playing football? But we hear that. That's fair. Most passes completed per 90. Actually, one of our subs, Tyler Harrison. How about that? Uh, Record breakers, most goals by a player in a match. Akone-kun 4. Most goals by a player in a league match. Akone-kun 4. Worst discipline, myself, 6 yellow cards. Most league appearances by a player, Brought 19. Most league goals by a player, Akone-kun 17. Youngest player was Spaps. Debuted at 14 years and 307 days. Oldest player was Potts, 24 years and 273 days. The fastest goal, Akone-kun, 39 seconds. Youngest goal scorer, Spaps. He was 14 years and 327 days old when he scored his debut goal. Oldest goal scorer is Makundi, and he's only 16 years of age, guys, at 324 days. So, history in the making. Uh, nice. Why did you give me the music video, not the song, man? Can we get back to the song? Imagine I didn't make varsity squad in our high school team. Yeah. So this is the timeline of events. My manager signs. Uh, Paul Anson signs. CLG took the field against Didsbury Reserves with a team entirely built from the club's youth setup. I was the 14th debutant from the youth product. Broad showed the glimpse of the future when the academy sensation became CLG's youngest ever player to don a first team shirt. Frack joined on a transfer, the largest win in the competition. Uh, all we do is win, 8 in a row. Sean Warner came in. We got promoted. We won. Yeah, and that's it. All right, collective bonuses. We paid out 8.5K in the bonuses, and that's it. I'm actually not a huge Drake fan, but oh, oh my God, really? DJ Khaled? Come on now. Yeah, squad end of season break. So rest, squad end of season break. So we're just gonna kick on to the end of the season break, and that is that. Uh, Anything on the social feed? No. This still has like a minute, man. What? How long is this? I mean, it's like a whole minute in the middle. That's just that, like, like the skit, But To be honest, I just did a quick search on YouTube. It's all good. It's fading out anyway. Let me go back to the previous song I was playing. Oh, oh, what is this? Wow, Letter Cook just beat Navi. Whoa. That's I didn't realize it was muted. I was like, I gotta retweet the LCA tweet about the pod that's out. The podcast is out. The new pod is out, by the way. So I'm also uploading episode 18 right now. So that should be live tonight. Man, insane. Nice. Almost waiver list. We have 14. What is this? Record low number of wins. We won 17 games, mate. Record low number for the. It's going to be one of those things where since it's our opening it's our opening season as a club. So of course it'll be the record low and the record high. Here we go. By the way, expectations for next season. So why would we play counterattacking football? Why would we play counterattacking football? That makes no sense. I do not want to play counterattacking football. We want to play attacking football. I don't want to say. I mean, the importance is not high, thankfully. Develop players using the club's youth system. Isn't that what we did? We signed a bunch of youth contracts. So this is the supporters' expectations for next season. So if you notice, there's been a drop in the core fans. These are the average football fan. And there's been an increase in the fair weather fans. So essentially, allow me to explain this, okay? This is CLG after MSI season 6 because basically you have all those fans who are like liquid fans, who want to follow a team that they think is going to win. So they suddenly became CLG fans for like, a split. That's what that is. Social media, we went from 5 followers to 236 followers on social media. So we increased our social media presence by 231 people. Seasonal performance seasonal performance analyst report. This is over the whole season. I don't think we really need this. Defending, yeah. Overall match momentum. That was the last one. Club visions and expectations meeting. The big one for the supporters, by the way, is gain automatic promotion to level 18. Ensure the team earn automatic promotion to level 18 by the end of the stated time frame. What is the end of the stated time frame? What is the time frame? I don't know. Is it next season? This is, I think, for next season. Season. The club's vision. So work within the wage budget. So make sure the wage budget remains under control. The end of next season now, let's negotiate this, okay? I don't want to play counterattacking football. I want to play defensively solid is fine. I get that. That's fine. Working within the wage budget, that's fine. I just want to remove the counterattacking football thing. I really suggest we move without it. I don't want why hotshot, my friend. Come on. But we've allowed these negotiations, so it's truly necessary. So please make the last pitches to change. The issue we have your proposed vision for the club is almost agreeable. I don't want to get fired, but can we just? I'm only asking one change, mate. I'm only asking one change. Now I can't. He's not changing. Okay, that's fine. Whoa, the lights just flickered on in here. Whoa, they just flickered again. Okay, so we lost power. We're going to continue on anyway because we are recording for YouTube. So you guys on YouTube are still um, very much going. OBS will come back on its own. Um, let me just let the chat know that we should be coming back shortly because the box should eventually reconnect. If not, we'll stop the recording. We have to accept the division. Squad dynamics is good. New season team report. Let's see. Could do with more than just Brat to be able to play and goal. Yeah, I understand that. It's not a great deal of quality depth outside of the first team amongst players currently out of the club. 5 of the 11 assists conceded in the last 19 matches have come from through balls. Better depth would be useful at right back. This is not the best 11, so I don't know what they're thinking. 4 of 11 assists conceded the last 19 matches have come from outside the area. Better depth would be useful on the left wing. Again, Shima, I don't know what this best 11 is. McLean issues season report. The players that have missed through injury. So here you go. Total spell unavailable. Parks was the least injured 3 days on a tight calf. And Cookie's 5 days. Frack 5 days. What do we got here? I missed 7 days. Sheamus missed 11 days, and it was just the flu. Twinkle missed 12 days. Jack missed 2 weeks, and again, that was just the flu. Sneaky missed 2 weeks. Akoni-kun missed 3 weeks. Spaps missed 3 weeks as well. And that's pretty much it. So squad end of season break, and the weekly staff meeting will just attend this and start individual. There's no individual training, mate. There's no individual training. We're just going to move on. It's over. The season's over. We should offer these players professional contract. Ben Bailey, Jack Evans, Luke Dodd. Ben Bailey, reports say nothing. Jack Evans, reports say nothing. Oh, because it's the end of season break, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. We'll move on. Godfrey and Korf should be on the loan list. This is an attacking midfielder, Godfrey. I actually like having that option. Korf, we'll do Korf. So we'll do Godfrey as well, because Tomset's been pretty good. Place on loan list. Playing time changes. We're not changing that. Players who move between squads. Tandy goes to the under 21s. Aqua, no. We've used them enough. Here's progress. Here's Snicky, by the way. Oh, I have not come back online. Oh, no, I am back online. We're back. Sorry. We are actually back, aren't we? So yeah, we're back. So here's Snicky's progress. Improved in leadership and agility, slightly down in jumping reach. That's fine. And then this is fine. Really nothing to do with the end of the season report. So a little bit of processing, and then we should be just fine. Are you guys able to actually hear me? Is it coming through the chat? It is. And I just want to make sure. Yeah, that sounds good. Here's leagues in focus. Frack is happy. Our promise was kept. That's good. Promises. Yep, succeeded. Contract extensions. All these contract extensions, including the manager, by the way. And then the scouting update. This should be the final one for the season. No. O'Keefe, yeah, sure. Yeah, no, yeah, 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 yep. Okay. What was the, leagues in focus. Liverpool are 6 clear of City. Liverpool are in the Champions League. City have qualified for Champions League. Chelsea have qualified for at least Europa League. Arsenal have qualified for at least the Conference League for winning the League Cup. West Ham are only 5 ahead with 4 to play. Sheffield United are down. Burnley are down. Forest are only in the drop by goal difference to Luton. In MLS, it's Orlando City, Columbus, Miami, NYCFC, DC, Charlotte, Cincinnati, Montreal, and Toronto in the playoff places. The Union are 14th. In the West, it's St. Louis City at the top, then Dallas, LAFC, Portland, Real Salt Lake, Minnesota, LA Galaxy, Austin, Seattle in the playoff places. Sky Bet Championship, Leicester are champions. They are up no matter what. There's 2 games, or they're promoted. Sorry, they're not champions. They're promoted no matter what. They are 8 clear of the playoff places with 2 to play. They are promoted. They are 3 ahead of Southampton for the title right now, who've secured at least a playoff place. Leeds and Norwich are guaranteed at least a playoff place. It is Middlesbrough and Ipswich that are fighting for the final 2. Down at the bottom, Stoke are down. Stoke City are down. Plymouth Argyle are down to League One. Sheffield Wednesday is 5 points adrift. So Rotherham need a point from their next game to secure safety. Sky Bet League One, Derby lead Lincoln by a single point with 2 to play. Derby have secured a playoff spot. Lincoln have secured a playoff spot. Bolton are still in for potential promotion automatically as they are only 3 points back at Lincoln. They've secured a playoff spot. It's Peterborough United, it's Charlton Athletic, and it's Oxford United who are in the playoff places currently. At the bottom, Northampton Town are down. Wigan Athletic are going down to League Two for the first time, I want to say, in over 20 years. Like, when were they in League? They haven't been in League Two since 1996, 1997, but they are down. Bristol Rovers are currently 6 points adrift, so a point from Reading will send Bristol Rovers down. Exeter are 4 points adrift from safety. So actually a point from Reading will secure safety and send both these 2 down. League 2, Wimbledon are champions, 9 clear. Mansfield Town are guaranteed promotion. Stockport County have currently guaranteed a playoff place. They need a point to secure automatic promotion. Gillingham have secured at least a playoff spot. Milton Keynes have done the same. Tranmere Rovers and Notts County are currently fighting for that last playoff spot. A point from they both need only a point to secure a playoff place. At the bottom, Doncaster Rovers are down. Bradford City are 2 points adrift of safety. So one to watch there. Vanarama National, real quick, as we look at the league table. Chesterfield are up as champions, 87 points. They've cleared Dagenham and Redbridge by 5. Dagenham and Redbridge, Altrincham, Barnet, Eastleigh, Southend United, and York City are all playoffs. Oxford go down, Wealdstone go down, Maidenhead United go down, and Ebbsfleet United go down. Fide and Dorking both survive. Then you go to the playoff. First round, Eastleigh has Southend. Barnet has York. The winners will then play Dagenham and Redbridge and Altrincham. And of course, the winner of the entire playoff will go up. So that's Vanarama National. Vanarama North, by the way, let's go over Vanarama North. Scunthorpe are champs, 100 points, by the way. That's fantastic. They're up as champions. They're back in the Football League. Scarborough Athletic, Chester, South Shields, Boston United, Hereford, and Chorley are all the playoff teams. Rushall go down. Blythe Spartans go down. Farsley Celtic were in 20th with like 2 games to play. They don't make it. They go down. Gloucester City go down. Bishop Stortford, the Great Escape. Look at this run-in from Bishop Stortford, by the way. 2 big wins and a draw in their last 5 is enough to pull them up, and they survived by 2 points. Playoff table, Boston has Hereford, South Shields has Chorley, and then the winners will play Scarborough Athletic and Chester. The winner of the entire playoff will go up to Vanarama National. Vanarama South, really quickly. Torquay also 100 points. They're up as champions. Yeovil Town, Bath City, Hemel Hempstead Town, Maidstone United, Chelmsford City, Eastbourne Borough all in the playoff. Slough Town are down. Tonbridge Angels down. Taunton Town down. Havant and Waterlooville also down. St. Albans City survives. So does Dover Athletic. They survived by 2 points. Dover Athletic literally got 2 wins in their last 2 games. So they were on 43 down here in 23rd place. And 2 wins in their last 2 has dragged them out of the relegation threat. Maidstone has Chelmsford. Hemel Hempstead has Eastbourne Borough. Winners will play Yeovil Town and Bath. Winner of the entire playoff goes up to Vanarama South. So who are we going to see next season in Vanarama South? Billericay Town will come up. And then, of course, you have Macclesfield that's still being contested. So, wow. And then the AFC Telford United are coming up. So there's that. And then Poole Town are also coming up. So there's that. In the division right above us, Prestwich Marauders are going up. Manchester Saints Athletic are going up. Broadheath Central under-21s got relegated. So Village Manchester Reserves survive on goal difference. AFC Stockport Reserves are also going down. So how about that? That is your leagues in focus. So crazy stuff. It's the end of the season, of course. What is this? Oh. Okay. Uh, let's put on. Oh, I've just had another notification. Apparently, it didn't. Yeah, I realize stream elements and everything, have acted like it's a brand new stream. And I thought it came back quick enough, but I don't know. It is what it is. So, end of season break. We're watching the leagues, obviously, to see who's going to come up, who's not. New stream for the new season, I guess. It's the weather. It's been awful out here. We had between Monday and Tuesday, we had 3 inches of rain. And then today alone into the early morning tomorrow, and we're talking like the overnight morning, we were also scheduled to get 3 more inches of rain. But we had like horrible wind gusts of like 40, 50 miles an hour. So, uh, actually, it's really sad to say this, but about 3 to 4 tenths of a mile down the road that my house is on, um, a tree fell on a car that was driving by, and they both of the people got taken to a hospital. So, but that was literally 3 tenths of a mile away. So that's how bad it's been out here. It's been unbelievable. The flooding is really bad too. We were Mark League Clown champions, so let's take a look at week and how. Yikes! Yeah. We ranked first in every league ranking, by the way. Fouls against, conceded per game, goals per game, exceeded goals per game or expected goals per game. Literally every category. I'm not interested, mate. I'm not interested. Steve Dodd? Did Steve Dodd, was Steve Dodd not with us? Was he not with us? I thought he was. Maybe I'm thinking of a different Dodd. We only demand excellence. Yeah, I'm kind of pissed at the board though. That's like, oh well, we have to play counterattacking. Like I don't want to play counterattack. I want to play just attacking. I don't want to counterattack. I just want to play attacking football. So, but the board, hot shot didn't yield, man. Did not yield at all. So, well, we got stuck with it. Can we counter their counter? They want. This is hot shot. Here's the thing. Hot shot doesn't know football. So he says, "Oh, there's a style of play called counter attacking, and we're counter logic gaming. We have to play this way." And I'm like, "No, mate, we don't." It's like, no, we do not, mate. That's essentially how it's going. We're gonna have a save because now we're officially in the off season. The season's not back for another 3 months. So honestly, the sad part, and I'm going to be real with you right now, the next 2.5 hours might just be the entire off season. I'm going to be real. But we'll see if we can get through it. I sold a player. Who did I sell? Jamie Sims joined Wellington Rangers under 21s. So Jamie Sims was out of contract with us. He did play 1 game with us. Off the bench, by the way, and he committed a foul. That was all he did. So he's gone to other ventures. So I'll get comfy. Listen, a lot of FM fans will think this is boring. A lot of FM fans will think, you have to constantly process games and whatnot. Like, you know what I mean? But to me, it's part of what makes having a large, like it is the large database that causes this. But to me, that's what makes FM enjoyable for me, is having all these leagues and all these databases and everything else. I have to reload all the Twitches that I had going live, by the way, like ESL GG, Furia 12-6 up. I need to reload that page entirely. This person went offline. Cool. I think I'm back up and running since the power flicker. And it was literally just a flicker. But I think I'm back up and running. Let me just check real quick my actual page here. Okay, yes, we're good. We're good. Oh, you guys are getting an ad in 4 minutes, by the way. Play FIFA if you want more games. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're in the manager part of FM. Yep. Absolute impact. So the ads should be starting momentarily. So just a heads up for those of you on Twitch. um, whew. So I meant to check the actual users in chat, by the way. I always try to make sure there's no uh, like bots or bot names or anything like that hanging out in chat. Sub me in, coach. I'm gonna foul for us. Pretty much. Pretty much that's how it is. We got the European Championships coming up. Jack Lemon work permit decision set with the renewal. Okay. Can I just give him a work permit? He already has a work permit. He's on holiday. Is it? Where's info? Can I go to information? Here we go. Work permit. Active work permit until 36/2041. So why do we need another work permit? I don't get it. Meanwhile, Brat's playing Mude. So let's see here. Still we go. I don't even know what day it is. Like the dates have disappeared off the top too. I don't know if that's a bug or if that's something else, but even the dates have gone off the top. So uh, just complete the renewal. I don't care. I really don't care because he's got an active work permit. So you know, I am not worried if I can literally just go click a box. If I can go click a box in the game that gives him more work permit, I am not worried about work permits, mate. I'm gonna be honest. We'll force the work permit. So it's not a big deal. He's got one until 2041 anyway. So even if the game requires a renewal, I'm not particularly gonna care too much. We'll put it that way. Uh, what is this? Now, okay, with the bait. That's actually not bad though. I mean, I like Santorini, but honestly, if some of our bench players were like that I'd be kind of down compared to the ones that would have rather stayed on the bench. What do you mean? What do you mean? We're like what? Some of our bench players were like what? Coming in foul? It wasn't they won a foul. It was they committed a foul. Gets subbed in, commits a foul. Oh, all right, yeah. I mean, Sims was a tough decision. Don't get me wrong, because like the idea is obviously you have Tomset, right, and then you have Sila as well. And the idea with Sims is that Sims plays left wing, right? But Sila plays left and right wing, and Thompson plays striker, attacking center, and right wing. So they're more versatile. And the thing is, if somebody gets injured or yellow card suspended, whatever, Thompson's probably going to start in their place, and then you're moving Sila onto the bench because Sila wasn't normally a bench player. Oh, Philly win they beat New Amsterdam 2 in the U.S. Open Cup. That's nice. Um, but you know, it's one of these, and then West Ham lose to City, and West Ham are only 5 points safe with 3 to play. But I think for me, it's one of these things like Sims is only going to come on if both Tomset and Sila have to start. Then Sims comes in as a sub. And so it's like, is it really something that, is his work permit still good? So scouting finished on Jack Lewis. Acknowledged. No response to our assistant manager job after 9 months. But the point about letting him go is we signed attacking wingers to a youth contract from the development academy. So the academy produced a few players, right? Including we still have D'Oliveira. Where's our under 21s? Here's our under 18s. The academy's produced. Can I look at Corey Hammonds? I would sooner bring Hammonds up to take Sims' place than have Sims. Same with Neil Wright. Like 100%, I would have these guys. Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, especially if they're going to be the future of the club, right? Where is my responsibilities, staff responsibilities? I want to. I don't know why I would leads friendly matches, handles touchline shouts. Under 18 handles touchline shouts. Under 18's manager leads team talk for the under 18s. Under 18's manager leads team talks for under 21. Andy Tandy. And also Andy Tandy provides opposition instructions. That should be Ethan Stevens. Why is my manager on this? Provides opposite. That should be Andy Tandy. Leads general under 18s training. The training I can leave for now. The fixtures is the one. Like, where's the one that says schedules the fixtures? Where is that? I know it's in here. Let's confirm those. But there is something that says like arranges friendlies for the under 18s, and I can't figure out where the fuck that is. If you see it, let me know. I can't fucking find this thing. Attends domestic cup press conferences, all me. Leads general training. Handles set piece tactics. Match day. Leads friendlies. Provides opposition instructions. Leads general training. Negotiating player sales. Finalizing player sales. Scouting responsibility. Handles team selection. Hiring and firing. I could have sworn there's something on here about arranging friendlies. Leeds friendly matches is here. I see that, but where is scheduling them? Actually scheduling them. I don't see it. I don't see what section it's under. So I'm going to go to my under 21s. Oh, they're all on holiday. Everyone's on holiday. I will make a note next year to schedule friendlies for these teams. So if I go to squad, by the way, on holiday will return Monday the 24th of June, 2024. So we got at least 2 months before they come back. And then July will be training and friendlies, and I'm not going to care too much about the friendlies, honestly. But maybe we'll create like a little friendly competition. I always like doing that too. Is creating like preseason friendly cups and things and leagues and things like that. So nice. Sorry. Land Hardcastle. Our football story claiming Rotherham right back Dave Hardcastle is said to be subject of interest from CLG FC has been laughed off by Miller sources, with it generally accepted they stated they have no chance being able to move forward with such a deal. Well, I mean, why not? You know, what's the he's a right back. Do I need a right back? Not really. Godfrey now homegrown. The club will not be facing an additional tax bill in the upcoming financial year based on the financial records of the previous 12 months. We lost £162,000 last season. Club membership fee income announced. The club has received a total of £23,330 in membership fees from the fans this club of the club. And we have a new kit sponsor that's going to be worth £2,300. The previous was worth £4,680. Changes to stadium ticket prices. Following the club's promotion to level 19, ticket prices have been frozen. I've attached the figures from below. Our average ticket price is £1, and our season ticket prices are free. Last season, we gained £103 in our yearly earnings. We're projected for $625 this year. New scouting budget. The scouting budget is $2,500. Woo! I know, right? Big woo. You know what I mean? Like, profits are real. Our scouting range is only going to be like level 19 next year. I think people don't realize too, by the way, like that is actually accurate. Like if you go to down to a level 11 or level, maybe not level 11. Actually, yeah. If you go down to about a level 11, maybe level 12 side, right? They don't have a stadium. They play in a park. And that means that they can't charge season tickets. You know what I mean? They don't charge for entry because you're playing in a park. So you just show up to the park. It's a public park, and you just show up and get to watch the game for free. You know what I mean? If you're down in level 12, 13, whatever, right? So how does the club make money? Well, a lot of these clubs have sponsorships. You can sponsor a player for the whole season. You can sponsor the club for the whole season. You know what I mean? And those sponsorships range from like 50 quid to 100 quid to like 300 quid. But that's it. So, and that's the only money that the squad makes throughout the year. The club makes that. That's all they make. So with that, they have to be able to afford jerseys. They have to be able to afford the equipment. And a lot of the times, the jerseys, the players buy themselves. If you look at level 12, level 13, a lot of these websites, a lot of these clubs have a portal, an online portal that players sign into. And is it like the local restaurants that sponsor kids clubs? Exactly. That's exactly it. And, these players log onto these portals that the club gives them, and they have to purchase their jersey through the portal. The players don't get the jerseys for them. The players purchase their own jerseys, and that's how the club survives. So, uh, you know, you get to some of these clubs who have like, 5, 6, some of them up to 8 restaurants that sponsor them. They're making 900 quid a year, 1,000 quid maybe at the top end. I mean, that's it. You're not paying player salaries. You're not buying their jerseys. You're barely paying for the equipment that you need, which might be portable lighting. And there's a really good Instagram I follow called Bunch of Amateurs, and it follows these sides around. It follows one main one, which is Dorking, who are in the Vanarama National this season, which is actually level 5. So it's or it's tier 5. So it's kind of up there in terms of non-league football. Like it's the highest division that's non-league, but they also follow a few others that they post about every once in a while. And one of them I think they follow this season's like a level 13 side. So, and yeah, they got portable lighting. Like if they want to do, they train 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and they have to bring these portable light stands to light up the pitch during the winter because it's 7 o'clock at night and it's pitch dark. You know what I mean? So, but that's what they have to do. So they look for sponsors to inject enough cash that they can buy the portable lights and stuff whenever one breaks or whatnot. So tough, man. It's tough, but it's good. I mean, a lot of guys come from these lower divisions eventually do move on. Weekly staffing meaning I'm not going to do individual training It's the off season. We'll stop individual training for these individuals, though. O'Keefe and Moak professional contracts. That's fine. Tom said's an impact sub. Jake Tandy's a squad player. Move on. Neil Wright would be better off in the under 21s. Let's do it. And here's Twinkle's progress. Obviously, there's not much to report on. It's the off season. Manager support, very good. It was excellent. So, I think that's fine. Let's discuss new contract with Mole. Playing time, squad player. He wants 150. Contract extension after optional contract by the club. Let's suggest the terms. That's fine. Let's go to O'Keefe. Future prospect. Squad player again. And we'll just add on the contract extensions. I think that's fine. No vacation, only work for me. Nah, train me hard. No, I can't. The game doesn't even let me, mate. It forces the off season upon you. So there's that. Leagues in focus. Okay. Derby have won League One. Lincoln are coming up. Mansfield, Stockport County, Wimbledon are coming up. Everybody else is about ready to start the playoffs. These guys got one more game left. These guys got 3. So Ipswich are the only ones that haven't secured a playoff spot. Sheffield Wednesday have gone down. Exeter, Bristol Rovers, Wigan, Northampton down. Crawley are down. Okay. 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 Unlikely to improve. Potentially level 13 standard from Tom Parrish. Plays right and left fullback, by the way. And he's only 20. Okay. Oh, that's fine. Let's have a little bit of a save here, shall we? Just so we can keep moving things along without losing our progress. All right. Let's keep going. We're almost into May. That's a little bit of progress, at least. Let's see. Okay, no reason to stop processing. Oh, did this fuck up my upload, by the way? I'm wondering if this messed up my upload. I was uploading episode 18. I'll have to keep an eye on it. It says it's 92% done. Sometimes YouTube will reconnect and finish the upload. Sometimes it won't. So I'm curious if it's borked it or if it's going to be okay. God, I was 7 minutes away from it finishing. No, it just moved to 6 minutes and 93%. So all right. Whew, that's a great song. Mole People. What was it? Mole People and Movie Night? Was that it? Mole People and Break Night? Phew. I haven't heard that in a dog's age. I'm gonna have to follow this guy on YouTube. He's got all these old school tracks. Mystic Moves, Vibrosonic, 1993. Ooh. Monthly financial update. 27,000 income this month, still 43,000 expenditure. So, my issue is uh here we go. Rules. Transfer to contact loan rules, work permit rules, transfer foreign player with current permit, appeal bid, nation street as non-foreign, Brexit rules, contract renewals, wage rules, £300 per week minimum wage for full-time players of 19 years old. It goes up as they get older. Terracing is permitted. When do we get to the leagues requiring like financial solvency? You know what I mean? Like, or responsibility. Let me go to Northwest, or I'm sorry. Let's go to Northern Premier League Division 1 West and see if that's in the rules. That is not the rules we want. Disciplinary, what is this? West specific rules. Trialist eligibility, discipline, TV contract length, loan, work permit, Brexit wage, contract renewals. Let's go let's go up a tier. Work permit rules, loan rules. Let's go up another tier. Panorama North. Loan rules, work permit rules, nations treated as foreign, wage rules. Administration rules start in level 6. So if you enter administration because of financial insolvency, you get a 10-point deduction. But turning a profit is not necessarily needed. I think it starts in the football league. Yes, financial fair plays rules start in League 2. Must not spend more than 50% of projected income each month on player wages in order to comply with financial fair play regulations. The wages for the following players are excluded from the wage check. Under 21 homegrown players. That's it. Failure to comply will result in the following sanction. A transfer embargo will be imposed. The club's finances will be monitored with the restrictions remaining in place until the club can show that its finances have improved enough for to be able to meet future financial fair play regulations. It's now a 12-point deduction for administration. Skybet League 1 is the same way. Players with contract lengths of 3 years or more, if the club were relegated from the Skybet Championship the previous season, then those wages are excluded. And you must not spend 60% of projected income. The championship, teams must avoid making a loss of more than $15 million over a 3-season period. Whew. If neither promoted nor relegated, a transfer embargo will be imposed. Club's finances will be monitored with the restrictions remaining in place until the club can show its finances have improved enough to be able to meet future financial fair play regulations. The board is allowed to invest a maximum of $24 million towards the calculated income. And then the Premier League, same thing. They must avoid $15 million over 3 years period. If remaining in the same division, a points deduction of 5 points for the following season. The board is allowed to invest a maximum of £90 million towards the calculation. Wow. All right. Let's continue on. So that's good. The fact that we're losing money and I have to make capital injections isn't going to hurt us for at least a decade. What we got here? I got a B from the board. I got a B minus from the supporters. Really? Okay. Fair enough. We'll keep moving on. Like, what is it going to take? Well, what do they want? That's what I'm saying. Here's a little bit. Here's where I'm a little bit confused, right? What is it going to take to get an A plus? Like, if I get us promoted twice, like let's say we win league level 19, we win the Lancashire and Cheshire Amateur League Division B, right? Let's say we do that, okay? Is that going to be enough to get me to an A? Or is the board just going to be like, good, that was expected? You know what I mean? Like, at some point, the fans have got to be like ecstatic. You know what I mean? At what point are the fans like, we have a world class manager? I understand one promotion is not going to do it. I understand that. I understand 2 promotions might not do it. I get that. But if we get, say, 3 promotions in 4 years, Are the fans finally going to be behind my manager? My manager's very young. So that's my question. Like, um, they picked up on my "we're winning the Premier League last season." Maybe. Here's a question for you. Uh, more for chat. It could become a poll. I might make it a poll. But do you guys want to watch the international games? And I'm talking like not sim them, but like actually spectate the international games, like for the Euros and the World Cup. San Jose beat the Union. What happens? So they're like, yeah, we promoted, which is good. Only lost one game, but did we win the Premier League? Fuck off. New intermediary suggested Stephen Finn. I'll just acknowledge. O'Keefe signs a pre-contract. That's good. That's definitely a poll question. Discord, Twitter, or Twitch? Or a combination? What has more views? Shit, I don't know. I have the most followers on Twitter, but people who don't watch the stream are going to be voting on it then. Do you know what I mean? Like, so are their votes relevant to your experience? Do you know what I mean? So we'll start with a poll here. How about that? How about we start with a poll? Do we watch the Euro 2024 tournament? Yes. All games? Yes. Only England? Yes. A select country plus the how about yes? Only final? Only the final? Yes. Only the knockouts? No. We'll leave that up. 10 minutes. I'm going to cast a vote as well towards the end. Moke signed a pre-contract, so we have 2 players sign a pre-contract. We're going to save. So definitely vote if you're one of the 4 viewers here. Definitely have a vote on if we're going to watch the Euros. That's saved. By only the knockouts, that means we skip the group stage? That's correct. I wouldn't record if we did watch the games would not be recorded. I wouldn't put the games on YouTube. I would put, or should we, if we do watch anything? So remember, it's the Euros. It's not anything. It's not America, mate. It's the Euros. We could watch the Gold Cup possibly if you want instead, but uh, you know, I don't think the Gold Cup would be until 2025. Um, it does elongate the off season, but also, I mean, it's the Euro tournament, so it's the biggest tournament that summer. So if World Cup becomes World Cup's 100% an option. There's the 2026 World Cup. This is Football Manager, mate. Everything is in here. To be fair, Gold Cup is going to be in here. The CONCACAF Nations League is going to be in here. The World Cup, the Euros, the Asian Cup. If it's a competition, it will be in here. So that's what I would say. But the World Cup is 2026, so this is the summer of 2025, I think. No, this is the summer of 2024. So we're 2 years from the World Cup period. So but we'll see. Add that to the and then let's go here. Oh, who's that? Oh, okay. I was like, who is that? All right. That's done too. That's done too. ESL's not coming back for another 36 minutes, which means what's its face should have been very quick. The Brazilian tournament, the Brazilian match, I think Furia 2-0'd. So let's see what we got here in terms of the thing. Oh, West Ham, finally, they beat Brentford. That's a big win. I think that basically secured their safety, if I remember correctly. It's actually jumped them up into 12th on 38 points. They're safe. West Ham are safe. Luton are 4 points adrift, so a point from Nottingham Forest in any of their last 2 games will send Luton down. Wow, look at how tight. 3 points between Villa, Spurs, and Arsenal. Brighton's right there as well. What else is going on? This is finished. Southampton's coming up. And let's see. Who else? Lincoln, Derby, we know that. Crawley, we know that. They're going to start their playoffs, these 3 leagues. Ultracham beat Dagenham and Redbridge. That was the final, isn't it? Yeah, Dagenham and oh my lord. Dagenham and Redbridge led the league for how long? Fall below Chesterfield and then lose the playoff to Ultracham. So Ultracham are coming up. And then the Vanarama North and South are in their finals. So Yeovil's got Bath, Chester's got Hereford. We need to change this, by the way. This needs to become the level 18, the Lancaster and Cheshire Amateur League Division A. So Didsbury's remember we were playing Didsbury's reserves? Didsbury's main team is now going to be in the division that we're coming up to, as will the Ultracham Hale under 21s. So that's who's meeting us. Was that what happened there? The song just cut out. Okay. Apparently that is a bad YouTube video. Ah. The poll's almost done. Right now, Coney-kun, you're the only person that's voted on it. I might take this to Twitter. I'm going to take it to Twitter. Okay? I'm going to leave it up for an hour because that's the most I can leave it up for. It's up. And the only reason I put it up is because if I vote in this poll, it's going to be a tie. So I've removed the option of select a team. So the options on Twitter are yes, only England, only knockouts, and no. So those are the options. I'm down for all games. I mean, I'm down for that too. I just voted knockouts as a good in between. That's fair. I mean, you figure each game's going to be 20 minutes, so you're talking about if I come here and I go Europe and I go view the competition, matches, fixtures, and schedules. So you're looking at 1, 4, 7, 10. Well, not really, because they're all different times. So you're looking at 1, 2, 5, 8, 10, 13, 15. I'm sorry, 16, 19, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. You're looking at 28 group stage games plus the knockouts. And how many teams get advance? Number of teams 24. So the top 2 teams qualify, and the 4 teams in third position qualify. The best 4 teams. So you're looking at 26 group stage games. Was it plus 16 knockout games? So you're looking at 42 games. Can we bet frogs on these games? I will make predictions. Yes, I will make predictions for you, and I'll let you bet when. I'll let you bet. Either to draw or both wins. Yeah. Woo! I think that just changed your mind, didn't it? Right now we have 1 no, 1 only knockouts, and one yes. So. Get ready to unretire. What do you mean? Like for commentary? I don't think I would do that. I don't think I would do actual commentary. I would do highlights, by the way. It wouldn't be the full match. Full match is crazy. The full matches would take like 40, 50 minutes. I used to do that when I first played FM. When I first played FM, like FM, we're talking FM 10, FM 12. I did do Neil Wright to a. Oh yeah, 100%. I want Neil Wright on a professional contract. Carl John should join the under 21s. That's fine. Jack. Well, of course his stats are going down. He's on vacation. Um, um, I just see the one Bill Frog redemption, and I see that as a challenge. The problem is, I think if you don't follow-up actions access offer contract. Let's say you're a squad player, and let's say you get to 1-year contract extension after league games. That's 5 optional contract extension. I also want to say wage after reaching 5 games goes up to 190 pounds. Let's say that. Let's say that. Let's do that. That's good. If nobody else bets on the prediction of Coney Kun, you actually don't win anything. That's the only problem. I found that out with Twitch. So. Oh, yeah, I know. Like they couldn't give you, like they couldn't make it times something like a 1.01 or something. You know what I mean? Like it's March 6th. We're flying through. Like at least make it worth a while. Yes, thank you. For the love of God. RMR tournaments could be gone in 2025. Richard Lewis hints. That's. I think it's fine. We didn't have the RMRs prior, and it's really elongated the process. Yeovil's going up to the Vanarama National. Chester will join them. That's nice. All the playoffs are about to start for the other sides. I'm the guy that goes all in at 0-0 on roulette. You know what the funny thing is? So am I. When I play roulette, 0 and 0-0 are some of my favorite numbers to play. The only time I went to a casino, and I didn't really go to a casino, but the only time I was at any environment where it was a casino was I was in college, right? And they brought in this company that ran a casino in Pittsburgh, and they brought them on site, and they did um, a like a casino night, right? And they let you wager money, but they capped you, right? You had to basically convert your money into chips or tickets they used, and they capped you at $40. So if you spent $40, they put a wristband on you, and it basically let everybody know that you couldn't, um, you know, you couldn't bet anymore. You couldn't exchange any more money, and you always had to have a wristband. You had one color if you were good and allowed to bet. You had another color if you weren't allowed to bet. You had another color if you had maxed out. You know, whatever. They had like 3 or 4 different colored armbands. But anyway, the point is, they had everything there: blackjack, baccarat, craps, and roulette. And I remember joining really late. I remember the event ran only for like 3 or 4 hours, and I came in during the last like half hour. And they said most of the prize giveaways were done, but just open betting was left, right? So I went to the roulette table, and because I always enjoyed roulette, um, and um, whatchamacallit, I played roulette, and I bet 0-0-0 a lot, And the guy told me, like, you realize statistically it's one of the worst bets on the table. And I said, yeah. I said, I don't care. So I bet 0 and 0 0, and it hit 0, and I won a lot of tickets slash money. And then I remember I lost like the next 2 rolls, and then the next one it hit 0 0, and I won again. And then it hit 0 in the next roll, and I won again. By the end of the night, I think I had played 10 to 15 spins, and I think I've hit 0 or 0 0 about 4 times, 4 or 5 times. So I walked out of there with like about a $20 profit by the end of the night. And I was like, all right, cool, this is cool. But I couldn't do that again in a casino. That's for sure. That was the only time I ever played roulette. I used to have something when I was a kid that I thought was neat, and it was like a toy. You ever get what a god? No, no, no. I was just really lucky that night. But you ever get those like 6-in-1 like sets that you could always set up, and it was like you could play baccarat or blackjack or poker. You know what I mean? It'd be like one of those toy kits as a kid that had like a 5-in-1 set or whatever. I had one when I was the at-home casino games. Yeah, exactly. I had one when I was a kid, and I really enjoyed it, and it was neat because it was a big table, and the table it was I'm talking it was a pretty sizable table, right? It was the size of a desk, and it was a 3-in-1. And what you could do is you could make it, or it was a 4-in-1. I'm sorry. You could make it a table tennis. You could make it a billiards table. You could make it a craps table, or you could make it like a card table for like poker or blackjack. And we had this 4-in-1 convertible thing. And I thought it was so neat. I used to play it all the time as a kid. I used to set it up a lot for billiards and table tennis. But every once in a while, I would set it up for craps, and I would play craps on it. So the only problem is my brother never really liked playing those games a lot of the time. So, I had to catch him in the right mood in order to play with him. But that was it. So the Union finally won a game. Oh, that's Ocean City in the U.S. Open Cup. Okay. Uh, what round of the U.S. Open Cup was that? That was the 4th round. So Union now plays Charlotte in the 5th round. They haven't beaten Charlotte yet, so that's good. Union will probably bow out of that competition. Looking back on that, though, how awful is that? You figure you can let your kids buy an at-home casino, and then you got kids that are like 6, 7, 8 learning how to gamble. It's not necessarily the best thought, is it? You know? But, I mean, this was like mid-90s. The times were just way different. So, when do the Euros start? When does the Euros start? The Euros start June 14th, so we're a month away from the Euros. The poll on Twitter has 47 minutes left, and it's dead even. 2 votes for 3 options. So Twitter is not helpful at all. I still remember cap guns. Yeah. Yeah. Same here. I remember I have like the old like the mock guns, like the M1 Garand and stuff like that. I have like one with a yellow, orange cap at the end, but it clocks and everything like a M1 Garand, and it's like, okay, but it needs the ping. Yeah, it does need the ping, but you can't put anything in it. You know what I mean? Like the cavity of the gun doesn't allow you to put anything in it. It just has enough so that the clock can actually slide, But for those of you on Twitch, you're 20 seconds away from the ads. So the ads for goat guns look tempting sometimes. I don't even know what those are. I'd have to look them up. Oh. Mini scale. Yeah. Do they actually shoot anything? Yeah, they have AR dummy rounds. No. Okay. Right sign of pre-contract. That's good. We're continuing on. We're still on the 11th of May. But it has the mechanisms to simulate everything else. Nice. I'm going to let this process. I'm going to go grab some ice cream. The ads are running now. I'll be right back. Mm. Fuck. I just got back and I need a toothpick. I'll be right back. It actually was not vanilla chocolate. I had the last of the caramel. I actually have 2 fudge left. So I had the last of the vanilla the other day. But I oh, okay. Union got a win over LAFC. Or not LAFC, sorry, LA Galaxy. And West Ham beat Nottingham Forest. So Premier League West Ham are well and truly safe. That might bump them up. They're in 12th. So they can't really move up. Everton's up there. There's a chance if Everton lose, West Ham win, they'll move up to 11th, but 11th's the highest they go. Luton won, so literally last day of the season, who they play? If it's each other, that'd be insane. They do play each other last game of the season. That's nuts, man. Imagine that. Luton and Forest, and your last game of the season is against each other. You literally got to see. You're literally playing to see who survives. That's crazy. Anyway. Oh, some of my manager stats have improved as well. Let's go to the meeting. Again, I'm not doing any. We can stop training, but we're not starting training. Taylor Hammonds, Carl John, professional contract. Nope. I believe the squad general has a positive effect on Alex Darkwa. Okay. Look at Sheamus, man. Oh, went up in corners and leadership and work rate and agility and pace. Nice. Offer contract. Squad player. We'll say fringe player, actually. And then optional contract bonus. So this is what we're at. Club is currently spending 2K on wages. 1.8K would be left. This is how much it would take. Okay, cool. We'll say fringe player as well for Nathan Taylor. I think this is fine. I would just add the contract extensions. Yearly the yearly wages actually I probably should have bumped off, but we'll see. Contract extension after promotion, optional contract. That's fine. Oh, No is leading now. No is leading the voting, by the way. 3 votes to only knockouts at 2 to yes at 2. I might just do it anyway. I might say fuck it and do it anyway. Yes, fuck you, Serifol. You know what? No, I'm not going to do that. Okay. What else? Ooh, Gillingham and Milton Keynes, Charlton Athletic and Bolton Wanderers. So they're coming along. We got a scouting report for Richard Smith. Acknowledge. Carr is a goalkeeper. Sparrow, Finn, Patterson. Yo, Jimmy Patterson. If anybody remembers that reference, well on you, but that might be a little old for everybody here. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, Jimmy Patterson. So, anyway, I think that was that from the original Medal of Honor? I don't think it's from the original. I think it might be from Medal of Honor Underground. No, that's from the original one. Yeah. I remember you're on a submarine, right? Or you're on a boat of some sort. Lord knows if it's a submarine. I think it's a boat. And you have to you have forged documents and you're going around and there's all the guards and they're like, "Papers?" And you show them the thing, right? And one guy is like, most of the guys are like, okay, you can pass. And then there's one guy in a storage unit that's like, papers? Your papers. And you keep showing him the papers, and he doesn't accept it. He just goes, your papers. And then finally, after the third time, he just goes, yo, Jimmy Patterson. He tries to shoot you, and you just you have to kill him. But. But I remember. Oh. Bruce Donnelly is wanted here, but he's not really considered very good. So I'm gonna let Sherburne White Rose have him, honestly. But yeah, I remember um, you would show it and you'd be like, papers, and I would show the papers and he would be like, your papers, please, and you'd be like, listen, you blind ass motherfucker, here's the goddamn papers, and then he would be like, I need to see papers, and I'll be like, all right, fucking karate chop the shit out of the guy, just I'm just okay, okay. Mm. Let's see here. Top youth candidates evaluated. These are top talents. Morgan, Darkwa, and Gabane. At the very, I would recommend we sign the following to add quality to the youth team. But they're gonna be on you. My only problem with this is they're gonna be on youth contracts almost permanently, and then they're just gonna be excess. Is it really? Unless the idea is we sign them to a youth contract, and then um, we sell them for a higher profit once they develop in the under 20s ones or under 18s, one of the two, which isn't a bad idea. But whether that will come to fruition, we have no idea. No, this isn't the right song. I thought that there was another song called Midnight Madness, and that was released in 2020. That's not the right song. That's not the right song at all. Anyway, what else we got here? Nothing. Okay. All right. Again, nothing. Ba-bum, 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 bum. That's terrible. I just saw probably arguably one of the worst dad jokes ever. Rip. We're getting through the off season. I gotta admit that. So the recording is 2 hours long, and we are into April. No, this is May 6th, May 17th now. So we got the Euros coming up. In about a month, a little under a month. Did I say 15th or 17th? This is 17th, yeah. So, and then after the Euro tournament, it's straight into the new season. So, yes and no are now tied on 3 votes, by the way, each, and only knockouts has 2. Mate. Mate. Snake's Den new logo was not it, man. Snake's Den just came out with their new logo. Like, it is like if you took the old Splice logo and the old Complexity logo and just combined it. It's so lazy. Oh, the Euros. They're right around the corner. Oh, that's the Conference League. No, I didn't mean that. Hammond signs free contract Taylor as well. Sherber White signed Donnelly from CLG FC. So Donnelly's gone. That's going to prompt a save. So that's fine with me. Again, we haven't even started Donnelly. I don't even think he was in the senior side, and he wasn't recommended by the scouts as being anybody that could make the jump up to the senior side prior to turning 22. So no point in keeping him around. We'll just move on. I wanted to check about North America real quick. The Gold Cup is next year. The Nations League is over. U.S. won that one. Now you can say America. Winner of 2021, America. Winter 2023, America. Winter of 2024, America. So, uh, that's pretty much it. Gold Cup doesn't come around until next year, so nothing in North America. Hmm. Research findings say that shorts have fizzled out on YouTube outside of the subscriber farmers and short form only creators just cross posting their TikToks and IG Reels. Shopping and commerce features on platforms failed to see mass adaptation, likely driven by oversaturation of merchandise as a product offering, where fans are fatigued and burned out on more hoodies and tees. The platforms show up too late to the party here. Uh, Paywalled content on every platform has failed. Patreon pivoted their elite business model, and YouTube has swung and missed a few times. It seems clear now fans don't want to pay for exclusive content unless it's tied to some experience or singular moment in time. Oh, good. Union beat NYCFC. Union on a little bit of a rise, and then they immediately lose to Miami. So, John signs free contract. Russell linked with CLG FC again. That's from Stoke City under 21s. We got a few players who signed contracts. The Scholars are announced. The club is proud to announce an excellent scoop of players from this youth intake. We have a couple of elite talents led by Snicky, Parks, Brock, Jack Lemon, MD, Seamus, Akoni-kun Cookies, and Benekage who potentially become key players for us. Would you tell us something we don't already know, please? So, um, what else did this say? Yeah, I think it's true. I think long form content is still the king of content creation, whether it's Twitch, whether it's YouTube. I think long form content is really probably the most engaging. Oh, they're doing Assault and Sub Rosa. Great map. Training schedule. Well, there's nothing. It's the end of season break. Squad's really familiar with the fact that it's the end of the season break, by the way. Christ. Ooh, West Ham beat Bournemouth last day of the season, which means they finished 12th in the Premier League. The Premier League, Villa get the Conference League spot. Arsenal jump up to the Europa League. Tottenham get the Europa League. City win the title. Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United get Champions League. There you have it. Luton go down as Forest beat them at the end of the season. Forest beat them, what, 2-1? So Luton are down. They're going back to the championship. Norwich and Leeds are fighting for the final spot there. Charlton Athletic are going up to the championship. And Milton Keynes are going up to League One. So the FA Cup final. Let's look at the FA Cup, actually, shall we? The Emirates FA Cup. Chelsea and Man United, and that is in 6 days. So it's literally the FA Cup final, the playoff final. Really, playoff final comes first. FA Cup final is a later game, but they play on the same day. And then it's the Champions League final the weekend after that. And then that's it. All the leagues in Europe are on break after that. And then you have the 3-week break where they finish the club football, they fly with their teams, or if they have to, their countries, I should say, and they prepare for 2 weeks, 3 weeks for the Euros, and then it's the Euros. Another weekly staff meeting. More professional contract recommendations. Vassallo, Burns, and fourth. Konikun is star player. Scalaro should go down to the under 18s. That's fine. And Frack and Edmondson, and yeah, pretty sure that's okay. Let's do the contract, shall we? Vasaro will be a a fringe player, all intents and purposes. Promotion. Let's drop the promotion, but offer the contract extensions, and that's fine with him. And then Burns, also fringe player, and we're also going to drop the contract extension, or the promotion clause, but we're going to offer the contract. No. Optional contract extension by club. There we go. And then, of course, fourth. A backup. We're going to say backup. And this is all fine. Contract extension after promotion, optional contract extension by club. That's fine. All right, cool. Into the 21st. We only have an hour left. So we'll see how far we can get. We'll just end the. This will be episode 21, if anything. Here we go. More scout reports of players we're not going to sign, including a 33-year-old and another 33-year-old. But at least now we're getting younger people in the scout report. That's what I like to see. Finally. So not fair enough. Nothing there. We're moving along, man. We did a month of the off season already. That's crazy. I might make this episode 20.5, if anything, and say it's the off season. Let me check real quick if 18 finished processing. Yes, actually. So let me tweet that episode 18 is up. So 18 is out. That's good. Means essentially next, probably tomorrow, we'll upload 1920. We might not be live tomorrow. I don't know. I'm going to be out. West Ham end of season rewards. I'm going to be out for much of the day, and then I still haven't done my taxes. I have to do the taxes, and the taxes are going to take me a while. So if we sort it all out, or once we sort it all out, then I'll go live. But if we do go live, which I am actually expecting to go live tomorrow. I actually expect to be streaming tomorrow, but I think tomorrow you're not going to see me go live until the evening, like 7, 8 o'clock at night. We only might be live for like 2 hours. It's not going to be anything significantly long, um, just because of everything we got going on with, again, the taxes, and I'm taking my parents out for lunch. So I have to hit the gym early in the morning because I want to do a long session in the gym again. I have a virtual challenge I'm doing that I need to catch up on. I'm 342 miles, or it's like 342.7 miles behind the pace of the challenge, and I have 35 days to complete the challenge, and I have about 650 miles left in the challenge. So I have a lot of mileage to cover, which I'm going to cover this week in the gym. But yeah, I think so I have to hit the gym tomorrow in the morning, and then we're going to go out probably at around 11 or 11:30. Between 11 and 11:30 is when we'll leave, and we'll be out until probably 2 or 3 o'clock. We probably won't get home till about 3 o'clock, and then I have to immediately go into tax mode, which is just going to be fun, a lot of fun. I absolutely can't stand this time of year. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. Well, it's the 23rd, so 24th here. So now we just moved into. So now we're a day away from the FA Cup final. That's Europa League. No, just keep going. Keep going. You see all the end of the season awards are being for the clubs are being handed out. June is right around the corner here. Oh, we have staff contracts expiring, by the way. Oh, hang on. We have staff. We have staff contracts expiring. They expire in about a month. So I want to see if I can renew them, actually. I'll have to see. Once this finishes processing, we'll handle the staff contracts. I'm glad I remembered that. I think my goal for the stream, by the way, is obviously because we've done a whole season in 10 days, and a lot of that is because I've been off and I'm on vacation, which is fine. There's totally acceptable. So I think the expectation going forward is going to be that we get about halfway through season 2 before I go back from vacation. So I think probably season 2 will take about 2-3 weeks, I want to say, in total. since I'll be going back to work, streaming will be less, obviously, because I'll be at work. So going to be busy, yeah. So I think I still have a week off. Like today is Wednesday. I don't go back till next Wednesday. So that leaves me Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So that leaves me 6 days. And I think that's good. I think it's fine, but I will what do you call it? What is this? The hell is this? Okay. Um yeah, I'll probably play through a lot these next 5 days. Obviously tomorrow being the exception. Um I don't I'm not going anywhere over the weekend. I have a round of golf on Monday, so Monday stream will be after the golf in the afternoon. I'll probably be back from golf. I think tee time's like 11. So I'll probably be back around like 4 or 5. So it won't be until the evening on Monday either. But point is, we'll get some long streams in here. Probably Friday, uh, Saturday afternoon, and Sunday afternoon as well, and then Tuesday probably all day as well. Um, I'm tied up. I'm 50-50 on Tuesday because I want to play. I wanted to play 2 rounds of golf on vacation, and I have the first scheduled for Monday. Tuesday is the nicest day of the entire vacation, which is going to be 70 degrees, which is great. But is this going to be the same song as well, but a different mix? I think it is. No, the next one is the same song but a different mix. So yeah, I think if we get through half the season too, we'll be in an all right spot. But all right, processing is done. Who is this? Okay, pre-contracts are done. Let's go to staff. Right, coaching team. 2032 is the last of the contract. So let's go to medical. 2024. The head physio is 2024. Yeah, the head physio's contract. John McLean contract. Enter contract negotiations. Oh, he wants 400. Are you kidding me? $250. I asked you to make it except I don't see the point in continuing. Ah, fuck. All right, John. You make me do this the hard way? We'll do this the hard way. I mean, I'm limited by the board. That's my problem. Medical team. Recruitment team. 2033. We're fine there. Let's go to under 21s. Staff. Coaching team. Recruitment team. No. Medical team. He's got a little bit of time left on his. Let's go to under 18s. Coaching team. 2026. Medical. 2033. Recruitment. Okay. So. Philadelphia winning U.S. Cup. Oh my God, did Philly beat Charlotte? They did. So the U.S. Open Cup 6th round, which is the quarterfinals, I think. Philly's got to play Tuscan. All right. Okay. No, there's something called the League Cup. Where's the League Cup? I thought there was a League Cup thing, man. Is that not a thing? This is it, Leagues Cup. Who won that? Orlando City did it, did they? Oh no, that was a third place game. Monterrey won over Nashville. That was back in September. Oh yeah. Fucking hate the Leagues Cup. The worst thing MLS ever created. All right. 26, which means the FA Cup final is this day. So we'll see who comes out on top. I think the winner qualifies for the Europa League. So actually, that should affect the Premier League standings. Yeah. So, oh no, unless because no, it won't because Chelsea and Man United are already both qualified for Champions League. So the table already reflects that fact. Okay, Union got a draw. Let me see if I can look at that FA Cup final. Have they played it? Yes. Yeah, Man United won 1-0. So if I look at leagues in focus, this shouldn't change. Yeah, the table already reflects the fact that both qualified for the Champions League. Yo! I don't know how to pronunciate your name. Is it OC Rise or is it Akrise or Okrise? It's either A, OC Rise, B, Akrise, or C, Akrise. But welcome to the stream. We are simming through the off season. We are currently simming through the off season. The poll has 1 minute left, by the way. The poll we have on Twitter. Oh, cries. Oh, cries. It's all good. Nice. Welcome. Yeah, we are down in the doldrums of the English pyramid. And I mean the doldrums, my friend. We got promoted last season. More professional contracts. All right, cool. All right. Yeah, we got promoted last season, so we're moving up to level 19. Let's make you a fringe player. You're going to be a fringe player, mate. Add clause. And then, so I want to see if they could develop for 3 years here and then sell. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. We'll say 2 years. Add clause. And then optional extension. Okay, I just signed him for 6 months and said, I'm in my second friendly of the season currently. Nice. Who are you playing as? That's the big question. Who are you managing? Tottenham currently. That's my home team. I sighed because I am a Hammers fan, but we just drew you guys 1-1 actually. Yesterday I want to say it was. Um, but okay, 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 no. But yeah, that's neat, Tottenham. Well, we are in level. We just finished our season in level 20, so we got 19 coming, level 19 coming. So the Lancashire and Cheshire Amateur League Division B. Everything should be swapping over shortly. We're actually going to, I think the poll on Twitter just finished, so let me take a look at it. Yes, it did. The poll on Twitter just finished. I wasn't expecting you to say West Ham. See, here's the thing. I don't like the Big Six. Now, I mean that by no offense, but I'm not a guy who, I can't just openly support the Big Six. I just think it's not, I don't know. There's something about it that just, I don't enjoy. Like, I can't say, I couldn't find myself a City fan. It's just too bandwagon. You know what I mean? So, a lot of people I know, they're Liverpool fans, or they're Chelsea fans, or they're Man United fans. My boss is, or not my boss, but my uh, the 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 boss of the building I work in is a Man United fan, and I live in London and never met a City fan. I don't. Here's the thing that kills me about City fan, because I live in America, right? I'm sure that's obvious enough with my accent, right? Where were all the City fans 15 years ago? Do you know what I mean? 20 years ago. If we go 20 years ago, 2004, 2005, right? Man United fans were everywhere, right? Like, I could find Man United fans, I could find Arsenal fans, I could find Chelsea fans, I could find Liverpool fans. You know, Spurs a little less so, but they were still around. I couldn't name you one person who's a Man City fan. Now I see all these photos of like Man City bars, like 30, 40 people deep in America, and I'm like, where were y'all 20 years ago? You know what I mean? In the championship. It's true. It's true, Tree Hugger. Welcome along. Yeah, that's very true. But it astonishes me, I guess you could say, right? Because you could find Everton fans back then because Howard was starting to establish himself in the league and whatnot. Man City are only relevant 2010 to 11 onwards. Yeah, but that's what agitates me, man, about a lot of American fans, I guess you could say, of the sport, is that it's you're going to be very hard pressed. The only exception to people who support a club outside the Big Six is Everton because of Donovan and Howard, right? Which, fair enough, that's understandable. We all know, you know what I mean? Like, that's agreeable. But if you're not an Everton fan, you're a Big Six fan, and I'm like, okay, I don't know why it has to be that way. I like my basketball a lot. Who do you support in basketball? Is it a local team from the UK, or is it like an NBA team? Or both, for that matter. You know? You support Brighton? Well on you. Well on you. That's what I got to say. You guys are pretty good. My favorite team outside the top six is Fulham. That's fair. They've had some great players come through. I mean, I think and Craven Cottage is amazing. It's just an old style football ground, you know? I really like Brighton, to be honest. I do too. I like the style that they play. I like De Zerbi's style of football. But I just wish they would stop winning so they stop threatening our fucking league position. We've just made a profit of 120 mil this year. Good. Do not bail out Man City. I support the Grizzlies in the NBA. Okay, that's fair. The Memphis Grizzlies. Okay, that's Jordan's team, I think it was, if I remember correctly. So, or is that the Hornets? Or that might be the Hornets, actually. I don't know, or the Pelicans, one of the two. But I also like the Celtics. Boo! I'm not a big basketball guy, so I can't. Basketball's like the one sport one of the sports I don't really watch too much. But yeah, the Celtics are a division rival. So, oh come on, what's going on here? Hang on. Can I click that? Will that work? There you go. I like MMA. I know it's a lot. It's growing more popular in the UK now. MMA is taking off, man. MMA is really, really popular in the States. I went to a Counter-Strike tournament, right? And I'm at a Counter-Strike tournament. It's a North American tournament. So it was an amateur tournament. It wasn't like a big tournament like an ESL tournament or the major or anything. But I went to an amateur North American Counter-Strike tournament, and we're sitting there. It was a one-day tournament with 8 teams, right? And we're sitting there, and it's like 11 at night, and we're in between the map 1 and 2 of the grand final, right? And all the players on the teams go, oh, I think John Jones was fighting at the time or whatever, right? And they were like, do you want to watch the Jones fight? And everyone's like, oh, yeah, I meant to watch the Jones fight. So both teams agreed to pause the series to watch the UFC fight with John Jones in it. And then after the fight was like, all right, let's go play live map 2. I fucking picked up, and I was like, I have never seen anything like this before. So yeah, even the admin tweeted like, I've never been at a tournament that's been on pause for a UFC fight. I was like, I was like, look, fair play. So it is that popular here though, you know. It is very, very popular here in the States. So um, no, for me, I used to be a big ice hockey guy, but when I was in college, but I kind of fell out of that. And football's always been number one. Like I've been watching football since, for me, the 2002. Like I watched the '94 World Cup that was here in the States, but I do the same. I don't blame you. Okay, okay, I don't blame you at all. But no, like I started with '94, but I was only 6, and I would say if you're born in the UK, I feel like you have to like football. Yeah, I know some UK people who don't, but not very very many. Um, but yeah, the '99 Women's World Cup was the one that really, because U.S. played China and we won on pens, and then after that you had the '02 World Cup in Korea, Japan, and that was MLS existed in '96, but Philly didn't have a team, so I didn't have anybody to support, and it wasn't well televised. But when the '02 World Cup came around, I was too young to work. I was only 14, so I would stay up at night. Like I used to stay up all night playing games, and it got to the point where the first game came on at 12:30 a.m. So I would stay up and watch the games, and then go to bed after the games were done and sleep through the afternoon. And then I was hooked after that. So and I found the Premier League in 05. Commitment, yeah. Well, he was 14. There was nothing better to do, to be honest with you. Well, I found the Premier League in 05, and I've been watching football ever since. That is a good draw from the Union, but they are still pretty booty cheeks. Leeds beat Norwich. They're coming up to the Premier League. So it's Leeds, and then who else was it? Leicester and Southampton are coming up. And then 3 former Premier League sides are going down. And I think who's coming up here? Derby is coming back up. Lincoln's coming back up, and Charlton won the playoff. It's from 6th. Nice. So pre-contract. Let's give it a save because it's been a little while. So we're gonna give that a little save. I'm gonna add. Who do you think will win the Euros this summer? I don't know. That's tough. I really fancy France. I think this is like the last big tournament they win. Do you know what I mean? Like I think they're just, if they might not, it might be a tournament. I could see it being like one of those things where when they get to you get to the end of a generation, and it's one of those things where like they can win the tournament and they get to the final, but they lose the final because it's like the end of the generation. Croatia's I feel like a really good example of that when they made the World Cup final and they didn't win. And it was like Germany are hosts. I can see it. I can see it too, but I don't think they're really that great compared to like the period they had where they won the World Cup in Brazil and like that. Like I don't think they're on that same level. Um, so England have a shot, but England, yeah, England, France, England, or Spain, yeah. My, I, I do not mean to. I mean this by no offense, but England have a innate ability, an astonishing ability to just bottle it. Um, they really should have won the Euros versus Italy 4 years ago. Like that was really when they should have. Spain have always had a chance, even on a bad day. Yeah, I think France is probably still the number one. I would think England have a better shot than France though. Um, transfer window is about to open, so World Cup quarterfinal versus France. England were better. Yeah, yeah, they were. But I mean this by I mean this by no offense, but it is kind of a blessing, as a neutral at least, because that France and Argentina final was just incredible. That's probably one of the best, like, just all around games of football ever. So it came down to a penalty. Is that the one that like Saka missed, and who was the other one that missed the pen? Or was that against Italy? I don't know. I actually thought that's Italy. Oh, okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Kane missed versus France. That's right. That's right. England's are probably the favorites, but we need a new manager. I agree. I don't think Southgate's got it. I look at Southgate and I feel like he's who's the guy you used to have? Was it Capello? Was it Capello you guys used to be managed by? And like you were always good, but you just couldn't get over the line. I feel like Southgate has the same kind of ceiling. Like he's good, but you just can't get it over the line for some reason. Um, so yeah, yeah, I remember those days. Those were what was it? Was that 2006 era when Capella was managing? God, it's been that long. No, it's been that long. Has it really been that long? Ay, ay, ay. The FA love him. He's technically one of the most successful England managers, though. It's crazy. He's no Big Sam. Capella was like 2010. Yeah, I mean that jokingly, by the way, not serious on Big Sam. But the team he has is fire. Maybe I think he could improve the selections. Southgate's a very political manager. That's a really good way of putting it. I feel like if he starts Maguire, I'm like, why? Why? He has big club bias for sure. Yeah. So, I mean, we'll see. I'll be interested to see who does win. I mean, I certainly couldn't see Italy winning it again. If he starts Henderson at any point, there will be riots. Yeah, it's a bit ridiculous, isn't it? Let's see here. Pre-contract McCundy signed a new deal. Is it a pre-contract with McCundy? No, it's not. I'm going to keep an eye on him. Monthly board performance review. The board say we're B. The supporters say we're B minus. It is June. The transfer window is open. Oh, that's in the division below us. We're not in that division anymore. I ain't got to worry about that. But the dates are probably the same, honestly. Losing to Italy on pens was so rough, but they were the better team in that final. Yeah, but you still had a chance. You know what I mean? You want to nick it on pens. Take James Ward-Prowse, who's this gen's Beckham. England's time will come at some point. I actually really like James Ward-Prowse. That's not because I'm a West Ham fan. But if you notice, he's covered the most distance so far this season as well. So it's like, and I think isn't he like 30? So it's one of these things where like he will actually work. He's 29, so he works. His work rate's really good. So I'm surprised he hasn't had a free kick goal this season. I'm like expecting him to break the record. You know what I mean? I thought he was going to, and I thought he had a. When we signed him, I thought, oh, he's got a great chance to, but for some reason, um, he's up there with Bowen and Paquetá. Paquetá's unreal right now, man. Like we lost every game when Paquetá was injured. Every game. And then he comes back in the side and we immediately won. It's like shit. He is that like it's amazing how much better the club plays when he's in the side. He's just a dead ball specialist. Shame he gets injured a lot. I mean, you're right, but like think of the corners he whips in, the free kicks he whips in. Like you need that asset in a team. You know what I mean? No matter what. Like I'm happy you went to West Ham instead of City. I am too. Although I heard the rumor, and one of my friends came into to stream the other day and said this as well. The rumor is that we're going to sign Ivan Toney, which would be massive if we get Ivan Toney. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I would love to get Ivan Toney. I think just more scouting reports that I really don't need because we have so much youth now. Like it's insane the levels of youth I have in this club right now. That would be a good one, but I can't see it happening. According to reports, we were the leading club for him. I actually would be interested to see what happens with Solanke because he is definitely not like he is. Solanke would be like he's destined for bigger things than Bournemouth. You got to think. Solanke I would see. I think if we can squeak in 7th again and just get the Conference League spot, which is already proven to be a challenge, the way West Ham's so inconsistent. But if we just can sneak in 7th and get the Conference League spot, there's a chance it could attract a player like a Solanke or a Toney or something, But of course, the one team I didn't want to draw in the Conference League or in the Europa League quarterfinal was fucking Leverkusen. Who did we get? We got Leverkusen. So I'm like, oh shit. We're supposed to be Leverkusen on a what 38, 39 game unbeaten streak, and you want 2 legs against them? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Right? I'd like to see Tony at Spurs with our style of play. Yeah, I actually really like your manager. I like Ange. I like the style of football that he plays as well. I think that's one thing. As much as I give Spurs stick, not really fond of the club. I do like Ange. So, but um, I think you got a lot of good pieces there. Madison looks good. Obviously, Son is tearing it up still. So I think he's what, fifth? Didn't he just Spurs are entertaining for the mutual? Yeah. I think Son's now what, fifth all time? I think I saw that the other day that he passed he passed that record, or he got that record, or whatever you want to say about it. But yeah, he's a good player. I always liked him. Uh, I'm excited for the Swedish guy Bergvall. Yeah, he's got 160 goals. Jesus, that's nuts. And I follow a few Korean streamers that are like bilingual. They speak English too. They are all Spurs fans, man. It's insane how many Korean fans of the sport are Spurs fans. I'm like, I mean, it's understandable. There's nothing wrong in that. I don't feel one way or the other about it. I'm just saying, like, it's insane what he's done for the game over there. So, but yeah, I think Spurs are good. Defense, I think, defensively, you might need. Happened to us with Matoma. We have lots of fans from Japan now. It's great. Oh, at Brighton, yeah, Mitoma's a good player. I like him. So, but it's the same way with uh, shit. Who's that guy who played in the Bundesliga the other few years back? Ah, God. Did he play for Dortmund or he played for Bayern? One of the two. I can't remember. Imagine Kane and Son are both top 5 all-time goal scorers at Spurs, but in the last 10 years we got nothing to show for it. Listen. I feel your pain because I know you might not be an MLS fan or whatever, but my club, we played in 2020. We won the trophy for the best record in the regular season. Now, MLS, obviously, American League, it does playoffs to decide a championship, right? we beat New England 5 times in the regular season, not draws. Literally won all 5 games against them. We play New England in the playoffs, we lose. We're out of the playoffs. Next season comes around, we're tearing the league up, right? We finish top of the East, so the whole conference has to come to Philly. We're unbeaten at home. The whole season we go unbeaten at home. 17 games at home, no losses. We come into playoffs. We beat the first team 2-0. We beat the next team on pens. We play New York City for a chance to go to the championship game. And what happens? 9, or what was it? Was it 9? No, I think it was 7 starters get COVID, are out of the game with COVID. We lose on an 88th minute goal. That title slips away from us. We come into 2022, we're leading the championship game. We're leading the championship game 3-2 in the 123rd minute. We have 30 seconds left before the full-time whistle. We concede the goal and we lose on penalties. So we had a golden generation in Philly, like in the MLS. We had a generation that had 3 or 4 years where they seriously could have won a title, and we won absolutely nothing. We made 2 Champions League semifinals, and we got knocked out of both in that time frame. And it was just it was just 3 years of heartbreak, man. It was 3 years of straight heartbreak. It's traumatizing. Like, I didn't know much about. I don't know much about MLS. That's fair. I just obviously I follow it because it's the league that is here in America. You know what I mean? So, um, but it's yeah, it was that was heartbreaking. I mean, just brutal, absolutely brutal losses. So now we're not even that good this year. We're last year I think we made it to the. Oh, I disconnected. OBS just crashed. Rip. OBS just crashed. Oh, it's a full lockup, by the way. It's a full lockup of OBS. So there we go. All right, that's going to be the end of the recording. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you in the next video for the rest of the preseason. Till then, take care.